Mr. Vargas.
Hey.
Dale Cardwell with Inside Investigations. How are you, sir?
Good.
We'd like to talk to you about your business.
About what?
About ACE and Real Step.
Okay.
And how you pressure people to sell their
Definitely
homes
don't
to
pressure people to sell anything.
Well, your
You guys
technique-
being recorded? Hey, I don't want to be recorded. Is this
Actually,
being
your
recorded?
technique is to keep people on the phone.
Am I being recorded?
Give them
'Cause
a landmark.
Am I
You
being,
are, yes, sir.
Hold on, recorded and under a microphone.
Yes, this is a television
So
camera.
hold on one second.
Okay.
I never agreed to this. I'm gonna have to get my attorney. I never agreed to this.
Actually, we'd like you to come with us.
Actually, I'd actually for you not to come with me because you're recording me right now.
Why are
Am I
you
gonna
walking away from me?
Am I being recorded without actually getting consent right now?
Well, actually, this is a camera and we're doing it in a public place.
Got it.
So we have the authority to do
So now I'm going to go into a private place, into my office building, and you guys are not allowed into my office building.
How does it
now,
feel
first
to
of all,
be-
let me tell you this.
Have the tables turned.
First of this, let me tell you this. There's no tables turned in any kind of capacity. I'm not being defensive. I'm going to say this straight on camera. We help homeowners sell their property. Now, we tell homeowners in the beginning of every single call, we're investors. This is how I pay for my daughter's living, my own living, etc., etc. So you make a living as well, right?
Why don't you give people fair comps when they ask
We
you?
absolutely always give fair comps. Matter of fact, we have multiple listing service, which is the same service that realtors have, and we give them comps based upon the condition of their home. If their property is fully renovated, we actually tell them, hey, we're not a good fit. You need to go with a realtor. We tell them absolutely all the time.
This lady's home was appraised at $725,000.
Okay.
Your people offered her $425,000 for it.
Okay.
And she asked, are those the best comps in my neighborhood?
Okay.
There are a couple of homes behind her that are appraised for $1.2 million. You didn't find those homes.
Okay, now really quickly, the only thing that I can say for you is that we do hire a lot of new people. Sometimes they don't have the best access to the comps, so they don't do the best job of running numbers. Now that's the reality. We're a small company. We're not this multinational company. There's a lot of different companies out there that do this all the time. We're a very small
Does that
company.
make it right?
Make what right?
Pressuring people to sell their homes for far less than the value.
We never pressured you. I know that for a fact. There's zero pressure. We're asking if you want to sell. We're not pressuring in any
But
capacity.
she didn't ask to receive your texts. She didn't ask to receive your mailers.
We're just simply asking. We're just simply asking you if you were interested in actually selling. That was literally it. So simply
a lot
asking.
of your business is teaching your technique to other people. You have seminars teaching people how to keep you on the phone.
I'm going to go upstairs to my
Give a
private
landmark.
office because I do have a conference call that I have to answer your question. Because one, I never agreed to record this.
Right.
Okay. I never agreed.
You know
to
that you
record
have
this.
an F with the Better Business Bureau, right?
That's very old. That's a very old company.
Is that why
obviously.
you changed the name of your company?
No, that's not why. Because I bought out my other customers. You guys can come on. Look how we're holding up people over here. We're holding up people right now.
Well, you can step out of the elevator and
No,
continue
please,
to talk
you guys,
to us
please
if you
come
like.
in the elevator. I don't know why they're recording me. Please. Hey, please don't come up to my office. There's nothing to talk about. If you want to schedule, if you're gonna pop up on me, that's one thing. If you want to schedule it,
Actually, we
I'm
tried to
happy.
schedule, you
Well,
declined.
you and I never talked. No,
Right,
you and
well,
I
you're-
never
you're
talked.
people that
You want
we-
to take my number down?
Sure.
You can schedule it directly with me. I'm happy to do so. You're catching me at a very off time. So I'm happy to do so. And I'm also happy to talk to you specifically about whatever situation was with
What's your
home.
number?
No problem. 703-282-7230. You can contact me, text me. I'm happy to do an interview in your office building, whatever it is, just not popped up like this. This is very disrespectful. This is very disrespectful. You're coming at me, you're recording videos. This is disrespectful.
The people that you solicit without their permission are very happy that we're talking to you now.
Okay, well, not that. First of all, that's a whole nother topic. Okay, so we don't solicit anymore in the capacity that we did potentially in the past. So we don't.
What's
do
your
that.
criminal record that you talk about on camera? About
When I
turning
was
your life
when I was
around?
17 years old. When I was 17 years old, I'm 28 years old. I'm sure you made a lot of mistakes when you were younger. Is that
Oh, yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
We all did.
What was your mistake?
A lot of mistakes.
What were you charged and convicted of?
I think if you looked at my record, you'd see it's completely clean now. There's zero records.
But
There's zero
in
records.
your pitch to people, you always say that I'm a former felon. I've looked up your record. There's no felonies on
It was dropped down to a misdemeanor, 100%. So I'm very confused. Where is this coming from? Why
It's
are you
coming
guys?
from the
where
people
is
that you
this coming
solicit
from?
without their permission. You offer prices far below market value.
We just like every investor, a lot of investors. There's investors literally nationwide. This is what we do. We make offers on people's houses, and we tell them very clearly, if the call was recorded, very clearly that we are investors. This is how we make money. We make property. We're not always the best fit. We tell them that every single call. Every call that we have, we tell them we're not always the best fit. We have realtors though, because we're not always the best fit whenever we buy properties.
Is it part of your shtick to tell people that you were a felon and
It's
that,
absolutely
that
not
you
part
were
of
in
my
your mother's
shtick.
basement?
I was in my mother's basement, and it's not part of my shtick. There's absolutely nothing part of my shtick. I made a lot of mistakes as a young kid. My thing is I want to motivate kids. Okay, I come from absolutely nothing. I want to motivate. What's wrong with that? Do you have a problem? Because I come from absolutely nothing, ma'am. I come from nothing. I worked so hard to get to where I'm at, ethically. And how many houses have we helped? A lot. How many homeowners have we helped? So many different homeowners. And at this point, I'm gonna have to get the owner of the building here, because this is ridiculous. You guys wanna come in here? You wanna come in? Yeah, sorry about this. I do everything that I do. I give people opportunities for jobs, employment. I come from absolutely nothing. Okay, and what I teach people is how to become successful real estate investors, buying homes and flipping it. You realize people do this on a daily basis.
How much
Do you realize
charge
this?
them for your seminars?
Sometimes it's free. $300. Why does that matter to you? Don't you think that on an investment?
It costs $5,000.
So some events, there's all kind of different events, but people invest money to learn how to invest in real estate. Like, do you realize this is very regular?
Raphael, it appears as though you pride yourself on teaching people how to use quickness, landmarks, manipulation.
Definitely not manipulation.
In the conversation.
Absolutely
to
not.
talk people into
Not
selling
manipulating
your home.
anybody. First of all, people make their own rights and their own decisions to selling their property. That's it. They make their own decisions.
You guys have a good day.
This is ridiculous. Hey, give me a call if you want to schedule a real interview.
I'll give you a
I'm happy to
call.
do so. Yeah, give me a call.